Hey guys, welcome back to the Crowdfunding Demystified YouTube channel. My name is Salvador Briggman, and today I want to talk about patents, and also trademarks, and a little bit of my thoughts on this. So I have a bit of a different viewpoint when it comes to patents, and this is just more based on practicality. So what I'm about to share with you might go in the face of what other people have told you in the past, but I want to get into that in today's video. Okay. So you might have talked to a lawyer, you might have talked to someone who told you that patents are really important. In the public consciousness, in the public eye, everyone is talking about patents, how important they are to inventors and entrepreneurs. And this is just my personal opinion. I am not an accountant, I'm not a lawyer, so take that with a grain of salt. But what I think is that when it comes to patents for new ideas for the majority of small business e-commerce entrepreneurs, it's complete BS. Now, why is that, right? Why is it the fact that it really doesn't matter whether or not you have a patent, in my opinion, and based on the experience that I have with a lot of different e-commerce entrepreneurs? Here is the reason. If you are trying to raise money, let's just say trying to do a Series A round, seed invest, eventually go and try to sell your company to a larger company, if you're gonna try to grow this using venture capital dollars to then do an IPO, yes, patents are very important in those cases. In addition, if you're a big company, let's just say you're Apple or Google, or you're a really large, well-established corporation, patents are also very useful, and also used obviously when it comes to litigation. If another company infringes on your patents, that can be a lot of money and also a lot of trade secrets that end up going into the public eye and the public consciousness, right? For a small business, for an individual entrepreneur, the amount of money that it's going to take for you to actually enforce a patent, not just to get a patent, which could be maybe $10,000, could be $5,000, depending on, how the awareness that you have of how to do it yourself. If you're hiring someone to do this, it might cost you a lot of money to get the patent in the first place. Number two, just because you get a patent doesn't mean that instantly it means that no one's gonna infringe on your idea. People are still going to infringe on your idea. And for that reason, you're gonna have to enforce your patent, right? And that's gonna take legal costs, that's gonna take your time and your energy. Just because you have a patent doesn't mean that other people are not gonna steal your idea. What it means is you're gonna have to then enforce that patent, right? You're gonna have to go through the litigation procedures to be able to do that. If someone else, just say in the United States, is infringing on your patent. Now, as a business owner, number one, that's super stressful. Number two, you have to have a money and a defense fund to be able to do that. You might have a lawyer who's willing to, go on a different kind of payment plan, but still, it's gonna take up your time, it's gonna take up your financial resources just to enforce the patent. Now, if you have a very, very innovative idea, one that has never been thought of before, that's a leap forward in terms of engineering terms, in terms of the actual innovative functionality, I can see that. I can see that if you have a new invention like the light bulb or something, right? That makes a lot of sense to me. For most people, it's more of derivations on existing ideas. And you're more so doing your research in order to figure out if you're infringing on someone else's patent, right? Because you don't want to get in litigation either. For the majority of people out there, you don't have enough money, you don't have a big enough company to actually be able to enforce your patent. So to me, it makes absolutely no sense. In addition, if you watch other YouTubers that are out there, there are a ton of great other YouTube videos that are basically saying the exact same thing. And I can link to some of those channels as well if you want to check them out in the description down below. In addition, just because you get a patent in the United States does not mean that you can enforce that patent internationally. For example, let's just say you're in the USA or you're in the UK, you have a patent that's based on that territory, you're still gonna have to get a patent in other territories. And in addition, let's just say someone starts to rip you off in China, there's literally nothing that you can do from a governmental standpoint, and it's gonna take months, if not years, to actually defend that patent. So for anyone who actually has in a real world business, not like an academic sense of what's right or wrong when it comes to business, in a real world sense, it makes no sense to me to have a patent when someone else around the world can be easily ripping off your idea in China, and there's no way that you can defend against that from a legal standpoint. Suffice it to say, that's my stance when it comes to most people who are talking with me and are asking me about this concept of patents. If anything, it's more of like a panacea. it's like a sense of insurance. It's like makes you feel better, right? It makes you be able to sleep a little bit better at night, but it's a very costly panacea. Spending $5,000 to $10,000 to just feel better at night, to me, is like a complete waste of money, right? So unless you're willing to admit that to yourself, that in most cases that you're gonna run into with online business, it's not gonna be the person who's down the street from you who's ripping off your idea. Most people in the United States don't even know how to bring an idea to market. They don't even know how to build a business. They don't even know how to execute on their dreams, right? The more issue is going to be someone around the world who's trying to copy your product as a Me Too product. That's really what the issue is going to be when you start putting your idea out there online. And in that case, in most of those cases, the patent is not really going to help you very much, just due to the intellectual property, right? And the way that it works internationally and globally. So in those cases, the main thing that's going to be the defensive moat around your business is quality products, quality materials, making sure that you have your supply chain really tight so you can deliver on time, making sure that you have really good marketing to stand out amongst other people that are out there. It should almost feel like, yeah, obviously someone could rip off your idea, but then they'd have to also do as good of marketing as you're doing, if not better. And just the amount of effort and cost to be able to do that is not even worth it. So while someone might be able to rip off your idea, they can't actually get attention to it. They can't actually market it, right? So people are maybe gonna find it on like different online stores, right, that they might stumble on, or they maybe will find a really shoddy product on Amazon that has lots and lots of negative reviews. And that's fine, because that person might have their store up for a day or a week or a month, and then they're gonna go out of business. For you, you're gonna have a defensive moat around your business based on your actual marketing, based on the way in which you deliver on your rewards and you have a good customer relationship and people want to buy from you in the future, based on the materials that your product is made of and that it's a sturdy, robust, built product. And in addition, the trademarks that are responsible for customer recognition when it comes to your brand. So trademarks, domain name, marketing, product materials, these are far more important in my eyes for developing a defensive moat around your business, instead of simply having a piece of paper that says no one can compete with you, when in reality, it's not the case. So the reason why I wanted to make a video on this and why I'm so passionate and heated on this topic is because every single day, I have entrepreneurs who are coming to me saying that this lawyer or this academic said that it's important to get a patent, that they said that this is something that you absolutely must do, and they don't even give any thought to the idea or whether or not you can actually enforce that patent. And usually people that are recommending those things have a direct input. So maybe they're upcharging their services, or maybe they're referring you to a lawyer who then is going to, have a very expensive procedure in order for you to get a patent. This is why I'm so passionate, because I think the entrepreneurs and small business people are being misled as a result of this faulty knowledge. And it's really preying on your own insecurities, preying on the fear that you have, in order to feel like, if I'm going to work so hard to get this idea out there, I don't want someone else to steal it. Honestly, if you're going to be putting a product out there, if you're going to be putting anything out there online, you should almost guarantee that at some point in time, someone is going to try and steal your idea, someone is going to try and rip you off, someone is going to try to copy and upload something that you've done for free. It's a nature of being popular. I can't tell you the number of times that people have tried to rip off my books and put them online for free, or my courses and these things, and they never work, because it's all about marketing. It's all about knowing how to get traffic to your business, knowing how to convert it in a profitable way, how to build the trademark around your brand. That is what is mattering. That's the defensive moat. That's why people are going to continue to come to your brand and not some knockoff product. They want the original thing. They want something that's high quality. They don't want something that's shoddy and difficult to read. Maybe if you're a teenager, you might want that. But at the end of the day, people are willing to pay for well-designed products and something that really solves their problem. And maybe it's a little bit of a premium, but they're still going to be able to. And those are the types of customers that you want anyway. You don't want the customers who are really cheapskates, who are only going to buy the knockoff product. You don't want that type of customer. Leave it for the scammers to have those types of products. Leave it to them to have the really, customer complaint, high-written, negative reviews, that kind of stuff. You want a quality customer. The quality of the customer matters far more than just getting a bit more of a, decreasing your price a little bit to appease everyone. That's not gonna be the kind of customer that you want, and it's gonna have a high customer lifetime value anyway. So this being said, I'm really big on only working with people who I believe in, who have similar values to me. And you've probably seen that from some of my other videos out there on YouTube when it comes to working with Fulfill Right, one of the fulfillment sponsors of my show, the Gadget Flow, you know, guys that I've been talking with that I've known for years and that I trust when it comes to business. Same thing goes for law and legal advice. So when it comes to lawyers, I have one that I recommend that actually works with my business. They're called Cogent Law, and I will link them up down below. If you do have more of an innovative product and one that's, I guess, a light years forward, and you do want to explore things like trademarks and patents and like all these kinds of legal questions, this is a firm that I trust and that I recommend. And you actually, there's no such thing as like affiliate commission for this. I am not gonna get any kind of a commission or referral fee based off of mentioning them on this YouTube channel. It's illegal actually to do that when it comes to lawyers. So I can't, you know, profit in any kind of way from this. It's more of wanting to have more goodwill and good value. If I can refer people of the community to the firm, it's good for me, it's good for them, it's good for you guys to finally have service providers that you trust in this industry. So I'm gonna link to them also down below if you do have more extensive legal questions that go beyond just the video that I made for you here. But those are my 2 cents when it comes to patents, when it comes to trademarks, and really how to build a defensive moat around your business when you have an online e-commerce store. Hope that answer to that question was helpful. My name is Sal, and I will see you next time.